Ah, Kashmir, paradise on earth, they say. The crown of India, the biggest democracy in the whole world. From the verdant valleys to the charming lakes, Kashmir is exceptionally beautiful. However, civilians out there face atrocious situations every single day. People keep saying, "Don't even talk about it. You will get into trouble. It's dangerous. Kashmir is not safe." But the problem needs to be addressed. Since this is a hip hop podcast, why not bring Kashmir's finest to address it? Amar Javed.
अहमद कौन है? हिप हॉपर, रैपर, कश्मीर से क्या उखाड़ लेगा?
Crack كان اسمه صامت كرفيو مزمران حكومة دي تحابتا نزندر كران اسريمت صوابا مزكوان هرام بنكرير كران مزبكبر كنان.
Amar, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, man.
First off, it's truly an honor for me to have you on the show, man.
Likewise, bro. Likewise.
Little backstory first. I first heard your song Kashir back in 2019. A friend of mine, Tushar, he introduced me to your music, and although I couldn't, understand it because it was in Kashmiri, I immediately fell in love with the way you were expressing yourself. And ever since that, I've been following you and your music, man. You're a gem of a person. You're amazing.
Cheers, man. Cheers, man. Means a lot to me. I mean, at the same time, shout outs to Tushar for introducing you to my music.
Yeah, man.
Those could be shout out, but yeah. I mean, man, when people can, like, I feel like music, there is no language when it comes to music. If you vibe with it, if you feel good, if you're feeling something, if you're feeling a lot of emotions, I mean, that's the whole game plan, I feel like.
Exactly, man, exactly.
Just you, man, for digging Kashmir and like bumping it means a lot to me.
Why are you happy with the progress that you have made in the past few years?
I mean, ऐसा है कि I never had this in my head. I never could imagine that we did so much in the past 2 years. I mean, the first year itself was so crazy because usse pehle I had never done like gigs utne zyada. I used to like do gigs whenever I felt like you see a university or college mein koi fest hai and they approach and we used to do it. That was it. But to travel all around the country and to perform almost everywhere felt like it wasn't happening in that moment. You know, it like takes you, catches you in a weird feeling somehow. It takes you aback. So I couldn't imagine doing so much in the past 2 years, and it's just not because of me. It is because of the team. It is because of Azadi Records. My music and my gigs and everything. We were a team back then, and we are a team, and we are looking for more opportunities. I really love the fact that I had people around me who understood my vision and who were down with me when it came to putting out music or whatever I wanted to, and gave me that creative freedom that I needed.
Yeah.
Because the first album that we dropped, मेरे को पूरा भरोसा था कि I was gonna get like beaten or someone
Seriously,
like completely bashed
Seriously.
for putting out such content, because
Oh my god.
people don't want to hear it. People don't want to hear that kind of music. I mean, things have changed nowadays.
Yeah.
You have more mature audience who are willing to understand what you're trying to say, and they would translate your lyrics. That has happened with me. They would like go in depth and try to understand where you're coming from. Things weren't like that before the album, and I just had this feeling that no one is going to appreciate this, or no one is going to acknowledge the fact that I made music that was on this particular issue, that was on conflict, and that was on Kashmir.
Yeah.
That's still the case, but with time, people are growing and they are trying to, understand. Okay, ये conscious music hai, and this is about these things. Since we don't know about these things, let us just do our research and let us get some info.
Yeah.
So that's basically. I mean, the journey has been so good, man. I feel blessed and I feel really fortunate that this thing happened with Azadi Records, and it's a blessing. That's what I could say.
Wow, man. Wow. Man, tell me something about you growing up in Kashmir.
I mean, growing up in Kashmir, just like any other bro, आपके जैसे experiences है वैसे मेरे भी थे, because I was unaware of many things.
Yeah.
I wasn't aware of what's going around me. I wasn't aware of the army bunkers. I wasn't aware of militancy. I wasn't aware of a lot of things. And वही था, bro. We used to play football. We used to go to school. We used to skip school. We never liked the whole school life. The whole educational system felt like it was a burden, and it was something that I never wanted to, go through. And I always used to escape, and I always used to be in my own zone. Teachers bhi bolte the ki, what is he doing in the classroom? He's like always thinking, and yeah, I used to overthink bachpan se, and that's why I am what I am right now. So yeah, man, it was just like any other ordinary school life. I mean, I used to get bullied a lot because I was fat, and ऐसी चीजें होती थी school में, and I never liked it. So फिर music came in between. Music came in my life, and I just found a friend. With that, I just tried to, go along, and it took me somewhere. I still don't know where I am, but yeah, it took me somewhere, and I felt really good that I could do something. I could write something, and I could, do something different with my life. I never wanted to, follow the norm. I never wanted to become a,
Doctor or an engineer
जो होते हैं ना
or-
स्कूल में, स्कूल में जब पूछते हैं ना कि what do you want to become, what do you want to do with your life. So everyone in the class, it happened with me. Everyone used to stand up because of the fear. So the students, the kids used to say, हम डॉक्टर बनना चाहते हैं, because किसी को पता नहीं था कि where you would go and where you would take this life.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, again, it felt like I had found something, and then I just wanted to do something with it. I wanted to make a career out of it. I was really serious from the beginning, even though everyone used to tell me that there's no point doing this. What are you going to do? You're going to put out songs right now that aren't that good. They're like not up to that mark. But what are you going to do with your life? Aage? What is your career choice? Everyone used to say this. Or maybe I used to be a little hesitant to tell people what am I doing. I've been for a long time, and काफी time तक I used to be like I'm studying. So that's something in our society that would never change.
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully it will. Nowadays,
take time.
it has. Yeah. Music has grown so much that it would change.
भाई अपनी एक स्कूल की मेमोरी कोई भी, मतलब बेस्ट ऑफ द बेस्ट कोई मेमोरी ऐसी हो एक जो आप बता
School
सकते
ki memory, man. I was never good at studies, but there was this one project that I, copied from this TV show, and then I won that, competition. It was I made this kinetic car,
All right.
in school.
Okay.
Scale और पूरा cardboard और ये सब, फिर when you push it back, you get that,
car, kinetic car.
Yeah, the whole car I made, and I won that competition, man, and I felt so good because कभी जीता नहीं था कुछ. स्कूल में हमेशा पिटाई हूँ मैं और मतलब कुछ I wasn't any special, you know, in anything when it came to studies or that was one of the memories. And football was really close to me
Okay.
in my school days. I used to play quite a lot. Yeah, with friends, used to hang out and we used to play. We could play for the whole day, bunking pura apne classes and just playing, just being in a zone. Yeah,
Bhai,
that's
if we
pretty.
have to,
There aren't any like special memories from school, man. I wanted to forget school when I was in school.
so basically,
Yeah.
if you have to sum up your school life, it is basically football, bullying, you winning the
Yeah.
prize, the first prize for building a kinetic car, and
Yeah.
you not
And it's
interested in
finding
studies.
music. Yeah.
Yeah.
I found music
And you
in
found
my
music,
school days.
the
yeah.
most important thing.
The most important thing, exactly.
Man, in an interview with HuffPost, you told them that the communication blackout was unlike anything you had experienced before in your life. How tough was it
Yeah.
for you to manage out everything? Like, how tough was it, man?
बहुत ही ज्यादा ब्रो. कुछ था नहीं यहाँ पे. When I came back for Eid basically. I was in Delhi. तो मेरे को ईद के लिए आना था बट वो पता नहीं थी कि आने वाला क्या है बिकॉज मैंने पहले ही बुक करके रखी थी टिकट.
Yeah.
एंड फोर्थ को at night we got to know कि something's coming and I was performing at Props event. And I think around 12, I don't know, I can't remember the exact time, but phone, I couldn't reach out to my parents.
Oh,
तो फिर उसके बाद I had to just manage everything for the next 2 days. I had to just, I had to keep this in my head कि कोई ना कोई आएगा at the airport and someone is going to pick me up from the airport because there was no communication. Everything was cut. We were kept pretty silent from the whole thing, and so I mean it was really difficult, bro, to do anything. यहाँ पे तो it felt like we have no connection with the world.
yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. So things were, यहाँ पे हमने क्या ही किया. We were like हमारे relatives used to come. We used to like sit down whole day.
Yeah.
बैठते सोते
बातचीत
और
करते.
कुछ खास होता नहीं था यहाँ पे. Couldn't step out.
Yeah.
Couldn't do anything about it. I mean TVs, पहले तो TV भी बंद हुए थे for a long time, but then with time it started working. Dish और ये सब. We could check the news और ये सब चीजें.
Yeah.
And what they were showing was completely the opposite of what was happening on the ground. And it was pretty dark, bro. यहाँ पे हर किसी के लिए, because no one was saying, कोई बोल नहीं रहा था, but deep down everyone was stressed out. You know, a businessman was stressed out, a teacher was stressed out. He couldn't reach out to his students. Musician like me was stressed out because I had no idea what to do next. And with time, I got to know what to do.
Yeah.
And then in collab, I started writing my mixtape. We'll talk about that further. But yeah, it was pretty dark and pretty stressful, pretty depressing, to say the least. Yeah.
Bhai, tell me that one time wherein you thought your life was completely out of control, like where you thought you can't get things together. That one moment in your life.
I think it was before Azadi Records happened.
Okay.
I was in a zone where I felt that I was working too much and I wasn't getting the things that I needed for me to push myself to the next level. I felt that people would never understand things that I do, and I felt like I should really not do this anymore.
Felt
I
like
shouldn't make
quitting.
music anymore. Yeah, there was like it was a fight in my head. Like
Okay.
I don't know. It was all in
Maybe
my
it
head.
was just maybe it
ज़्यादा हो
was
गया
just
था, सर से
overthinking.
ऊपर. Yeah, it was just सर से ऊपर पानी जब चढ़ जाता है तो you were like why should I put out free music
Yeah.
anymore that people don't listen to.
Mm.
And then life is about learning, and life is about something you teaching yourself at times, and I was wrong right there, because I was just in my bubble. I was in a bubble
Yeah.
where I couldn't get out of it. I felt that I was doing everything jo main kar raha tha was right, but it wasn't. I had to think about things that are really difficult for a person to get to. हर किसी को लगता है कि वो सही होता है, but
Yeah.
कभी कभी ऐसा होता नहीं है. So
Exactly.
it was that struggle that I had. And then when I got in touch with Azadi Records, I got exposed to a lot of great stuff, great artists, बहुत सारी चीजें I got exposed to. And then I felt that it's you who has to change, and you have to push yourself, you have to work harder. You can't just be complaining all the time. You have to do something about it. You have to get in touch with people. I think that was also the right decision that I took.
Yeah.
I had this EP that I had stacked up, and I felt that I shouldn't put it out. I used to put out music usse pehle, remixes, covers, this and that. But is EP ke liye, I felt that let's stack it up. Let's keep it to myself, and let's just wait for the right opportunity. Let's go hustle.
Yeah.
Let's go meet people,
Yeah.
wherever I can. I
Yeah.
met some producers in Delhi. I sat down with them. I was just working and not putting out music. But one fine day, I just emailed Azadi Records, and I just mailed this. I made a private link for the EP, and I mailed it to Azadi Records.
Okay.
I mailed it to Uday Kapoor, and he checked it. मैंने रात में उसको send किया, and in an hour he just replied, and he was like, "This is good. Let's meet up." And I met him. I told him where I'm from, what things I've been doing, and he told me a lot of things about the label, what their vision is, how they go about things, and I was like, this is pretty good. I mean,
Yeah.
I had heard Prab ka maine kal suna tha.
Okay.
That was, I think, one of his pehla releases.
Hmm.
If I'm not, I don't know if I'm wrong or not, but that was pretty old. And उस time पे मेरे को पता नहीं थी कि he is with Azadi Records.
Yeah.
And I was really impressed. I was really like, this is so good.
Yeah.
और मेरे को तब से फिर मेरे को एक फ्रेंड ने भी बोला कि Azadi, there's this label called Azadi Records. He was a studio engineer, and he was like, they are pretty different if you check what they are going for, and they aren't just putting out music that has to please a certain audience. They
Yeah.
have a vision. They do
Yeah.
conscious music. They do a lot of things. So the first meeting with Uday was like, this is it, and I'm just going to go for it. Yeah, Uday se mila, and we discussed. I discussed my plans. I told him I never had a team, and I wanted a team. I wanted to do this seriously, and I want to put out quality content. And he was like, you have to level up. You have to work harder.
Yeah.
We are gonna give you a year. ऐसा नहीं था कि I just sat down with him and we got the deal, and he was like, you have to wait for a year. You have to show us that
You
you're
are capable.
into this. Yeah. So I started working, and I met Sez also उसी time. and I started working on music. फिर मेरे को कश्मीरी रैप का I thought about it and I sat down. I was scared of it. You know, it's that language you're scared of because no one has done it utna zyada
Yeah.
before. So I wanted to explore it and I wanted to do it properly. So we did this remix, Give Me the Loot by Biggie. We did a remix of it. We called it Khatam and Says just mixed it studio man. That was before the album. And it went pretty well. I mean, people loved it. People loved the whole Kashmiri, slangs in Kashmiri language, usme rap karna and everything. We felt that this is the right move when it comes to making an album, and we have to do it kabhi na kabhi because we have to go back to our roots.
Yeah.
So the album work started. Uday loved Khatam, and he was like, "Yeah, man, we can do something. We can drop a debut album."
Yeah.
And I met with Says. We discussed the whole plan. We discussed how things are going to go. And I started working on ideas. I used to I used to make a demo beat for every track.
Okay.
जो भी मेरे ideas होते थे मैं वो घर पे बनाता था. And then I used to send it to Says.
Yeah.
He used to get on the proper production
Yeah.
thing. And fortunately, Joby, I used to send, he could vibe with it. The first demo that I sent was Kashir from the album, and it was just one first verse and the hook. And Says was like flipping. He was like, "This is a banger. This is going to define the sound of the album, and you're gonna have to follow it. You're gonna have to go in the soundscape."
Yeah.
And it took us a good year, man, to like figure out ideas, to redo a lot of songs that were in that EP that I had sent Uday. Because उसमें काफी ideas थे, but it was in English. The whole EP was in English.
English. Okay.
So we had to rework a lot of things. We had to gather new ideas. And at the end of the day, it was a team effort, man. We wanted to do it for the people of Kashmir. We wanted to do it for the audience outside, Kashmir, who were unaware of a lot of things. And it became an introductory album, and that's what it is right now.
Yeah.
So it's been a journey. It's been quite a journey. Yeah. From doing remixes to dropping albums.
Wow. By whom do you seek inspiration from?
Who do I seek inspiration from? Bro, right now, if I tell you, because we are in the present, if I tell you I seek inspiration from every thing that comes in my way, like जो भी मेरे को दिखता है ना, I somehow take inspiration from it. We go to this place called Jhelum Wave Park. Right now we go there. I meet up with friends. मैं बैठता हूँ. वहाँ पे ही पूरा album अभी recently बना हुआ है, जो we are going to drop in the coming months. The next album, and it's just that I could. Right now, I'm in a zone where I can find like inspiration from everything, man. That I see somehow. When I sit down and I write, I think about those things, and that gives me inspiration. If you're talking about a broader picture, if you're talking about like people in particular, I feel like the first thing that comes to my mind is my family.
Yeah.
I feel like they are the reason I'm like doing something like this, and I take inspiration from them, man. Their life is super hard compared to ours all the time.
Facts.
And it just gives me this feeling, and it just makes me think it's so difficult for them. They have to balance so many things, and still they are so calm.
Yeah.
So I haven't even seen shit. So I need to think about them, and I need to be like endurance और ये सब चीजें लानी है अपने आप में, so that I can like fight the whole world and I can just conquer something somehow, conquer myself first and foremost.
Yeah, that's the most important thing.
Yeah, man.
Bhai, tell me something. Tell me the story behind your self-produced mixtape, Inkalab.
Inkalab happened as I told you. I think we had discussed a question जिसमें थोड़ा मैंने hint दिया था कि mixtape का
Yeah,
thing
yeah,
happened
I'd
in
given a
Kashmir.
hint.
Inkalab was a lot of emotions and a lot of anger, a lot of frustration that every Kashmiri had back then, and they couldn't just express because they had no means to. And it was just me in my room thinking about what next. And a day prior to that day, I felt like I should quit. Again, going in that zone कि मेरे को
नहीं करना.
अब क्या फायदा है, कोई फायदा नहीं है, करना नहीं है, कोई पॉइंट ही नहीं है. तो Inkalab was sort of picking yourself up and going for it, you know, going all out, all guns blazing, because that's how that mixtape is. I never wanted to go that direct because I know how difficult it is for a Kashmiri to be where he is. And for us to make such music, we have surveillance over our heads, we have police, we have everything that you could imagine.
Yeah.
Every step that we take is pura scrutinized, and we are under the camera. So it was like वो नहीं होता मैं गोलियां खा रहा हूँ, but मैं ये भी I would be like तो मैं भी एक दो मार लूँ गोलियां and I knock you out as well. So
Yeah.
that's the kind of zone I was in.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck it, I just don't care anymore. क्या होगा मेरे साथ, क्या नहीं होगा, देखते हैं. And I sat down, I had my laptop, I didn't even have speakers. उस time पे I just had like earphones, क्योंकि speakers मेरे were in Delhi because I was working with Sez वहाँ पे. तो यहाँ पे कुछ नहीं था, बस laptop था. And I had my great FL Studio, जिस पे मैंने पूरा I started working on my mixtape. I started making beats, just random beats, दो चार, and I was like, I should give this a mixtape, a concept, a shape, and just the tracks, you know. एक incident हुआ था उन्हीं दिनों. So I was at my uncle's, and वहाँ पे छोटे बच्चे हैं. And that day, what happened was there was a tear gas shelling that took place near our place.
Oh.
And that smoke entered through the windows.
Yeah.
And I could see everyone coughing, like small kids coughing. And I was like, what the hell is going on? And I started coughing because I had never experienced that.
Okay.
So I started coughing as well. So I was like, what is going on? This is hell. क्या हो रहा है? देखो, I could see the kids, like they had like tears, and they weren't stopping. The cough wasn't stopping.
Yeah.
So we blocked the whole window. We blocked the windows and everything. And उसके बाद I was thinking कि ये इतना दूर से हुआ है, tear gas shell. और it has still entered our place. Imagine जब सामने पड़ता होगा तो क्या होता होगा. And such events, like there are many more events that took place. You know, everything being secluded, कुछ चल नहीं रहा है कहीं पे. So these were a lot of, you know, emotions that were building up, and it was just boiling up. You know, I had like a lot of frustration. I just wanted a paper, and I wanted to write jitna I could. Whatever I was seeing, I wanted to write. And it starts from Nazara. You can listen to the line where I say, I think, Nazi सोच इनकी कमरों में सारे बंद, पर गैस हवा में बच्चों का घुटता दम. So these are like things that I've actually seen. It's not like I'm making shit up. you know, and there are a lot of things like Jammu की clip दिखा दी, वहाँ पे पुलिस वाले खड़े हैं, टीम वो पूरा staged, वहाँ पे वो hug कर रहे हैं लोगों के साथ ईद नमाज के बाद, and they are labeling it as Srinagar. So such things were like bothering me. Why so many lies? So it was sort of a rebuttal. The whole EP was sort of a rebuttal, and then it just happened, man. It was something that I wanted to take out, and I felt really great after that. उसके बाद मैं wait कर रहा था कि अब मेरे को call कब आएगा. तो वही scene था. I was just waiting.
When you were touring back in 2019 with Azadi Records, what was the best part of you touring with one of the best Indian hip hop labels?
I think the roster, bro. मतलब इतना सारा talent एक साथ चल रहा है, एक साथ stage पे चढ़ता है, back to back. We have this thing where we go back to back. जैसे प्रभ ने अपना गाना कर दिया, तो I go right after him, and then Swadesi right after. It's something. It's like वो नहीं होता like a super team.
Yeah.
That's what it has turned into, and I just touring is basically a good thing for an artist because he gets to perform and he gets to like really witness how many people are there for him, like I mean how much love is still there in the world.
Motivation.
That's what you need to, you know, see. I mean, I remember Bangalore tha hamara in collab tour, and we had a lawyer already wahan pe who was ready because we felt कि कहीं ना बाकी जगह छोड़ो, Bangalore में तो कुछ होगा ही होगा. And the people that I could see wahan pe who were really into my music and who really loved what I was doing, I felt so good wahan pe, and I didn't expect कि इतने ज़्यादा लोग होंगे मेरे tour पे, but I felt so blessed कि there were so many people who were into my music, and that's what I feel like touring does. I mean, it connects you with a lot of people that जो थे नहीं तुम्हारी जिंदगी में, तुम उनसे मिल रहे हो, तुम लोगों से कनेक्शन बना रहे हो, तुम कोई चीज समझना चाहते हो या तुम कोई चीज एक्सप्रेस कर रहे हो, ऐसी चीजें होती है. इट्स मोर लाइक life lessons basically. Everything is like revolves around that. But it's really good, man. I feel like the roster, the management, हमारे लोग जो भी है, whoever is on the label, they're always like on their A game. So that is like the best thing, and the people who are there for our shows, who pay for our shows, and who are kind enough to show up and support us. I feel like that is the best thing.
Who is the goofiest of all in the entire Azadi Records?
Goofiest, bro. TNS is a beast and a maniac at the same time. There's no one like TNS, bro. He's a monster when it comes to performing, and it comes to making music. He's a genius.
I don't know why, but I was expecting this answer. I was expecting Bobby to turn up.
Yeah. He's a crazy guy. He's like वो gimmicks नहीं होते थे Eminem के जैसे, like doing not like crazy shit on the stage, like unexpected stuff. अभी recently मुंबई में जो टूर हुआ था, वहां पे पूरा लेट गया वो परफॉर्म करते करते, जूते निकालता है, and that is so amazing, man. You're like losing yourself. You don't give a shit about what's happening. You're just lost in your music and you're giving it your all. I feel like that is a sign of a true artist. Yeah, man, he's the goofiest and one of the best musicians we have.
Yeah.
Right now.
In the coming years, where do you see Kashmir?
In the coming years, where do I see Kashmir?
Yeah.
I mean, Kashmir will remain the same, I guess, bro, because conflict, दुकानें, बाकी चीजें चल रही है लोगों की, even though they are like out of business, but there are still people who are willing to, वो नहीं होता खून की होली खेलना. यहाँ पे
Yeah.
काफी लोग ऐसे हैं who are our own, and Kashmir will remain the same, man. I feel like we will change the whole scene. I mean, Kashmiri hip hop will be the next big thing. We have so much coming up in this year. I feel like we are going to be the ones to look out for. There are so many talented musicians, artists, rappers, beatboxers that I've met recently यहाँ पे, that are going to it's going to be a complete circuit. I can literally see it happening, and
Yeah.
there's so much music coming out. We could never imagine doing things like these, but I feel so good that हर किसी का अपना अपना slot बन गया है. जो भी musicians and rappers I find really talented, उन सबका अपना अपना calendar बन चुका है. It's about time that we take the next step, and I just wish that more opportunities, take place यहाँ पे कश्मीर में. There are good ones, कोई ऐसा fuck up नहीं है किसी तरीके का. So
Yeah.
that's what we want to improve next. We want to deal with the whole event thing, मतलब organizers, meeting the right people, getting in touch with these guys, because it's sort of, यहाँ पे there is no industry, bro. The kind of music that we make isn't, I mean, वो रहता है लोगों में कि हाँ कश्मीरी अगर है तो he shouldn't talk about these things. If he talks about these things, back off.
Yeah.
Don't that is in the industry, bro.
Yeah.
So I just we don't want to change it. We just want to keep it real. Yeah.
Yeah. How do you see the future of hip hop in India?
I mean, it's growing so fast, so quickly. I feel like it already is. I feel like the big thing right now. I mean,
Yeah.
everyone is doing their best. There are so many subgenres already in the market that हमें तो लगा था कि hip hop ही नहीं चलेगा. But nowadays people are doing so many crazy things that it's really good to see, man. So many different artists. और ये सब चीजें होना बहुत important है.
Yeah.
I mean, I could remember जब दिल्ली में there used to be Spit Dope का whole cypher और ये सब battles और ये.
Yeah.
I can literally go back, take myself back to that, those days.
Yeah.
और ये expect नहीं कर रहे थे कि इतना बड़ा हो जाएगा. The whole scene will become so big. And right now you can see the things that they were focusing on, that has happened nowadays.
Yeah.
Lyricism is the thing that's in the mainstream now.
Yeah.
Commercial ho gaya hai. Lyricism is there. There are other things. There are vibes that we could never imagine jo market mein hogi. But it's good to see ki things are changing, and I hope that it satisfies every musician. It helps them earn as well. It helps them get opportunities, the good opportunities. Because अभी तो मेरे को लगता है पूरा ads और brands का सब hip hop ने खा लिया. So it's a good thing, man. It's helping more artists, and it's giving us थोड़ा सा reason कि this is the right career move.
Yeah.
For everyone. Yeah.
Who is your current favorite Indian rapper in the scene right now?
वो favorite का तो पता नहीं, but if you're telling me कि there are many artists, man, it's too difficult to choose.
It's gonna be biased.
Everyone is, नहीं मतलब हर कोई अपना अपना कर रहा है
Yeah.
एंड आई फील लाइक हमारा रोस्टर इज टॉप नॉच तो
Yeah.
मैं उससे बाहर कभी कभी निकल नहीं पाता हूँ क्योंकि देयर इज सो मच म्यूजिक कमिंग आउट फ्रॉम आजादी रिकॉर्ड्स आई थिंक कोविड के टाइम पे ड्यूरिंग द होल कोविड थिंग वो सब मंथ्स जो पूरा लॉकडाउन था आई फील लाइक आजादी has put out so much music
Yeah.
and I think I just yeah man there are सब अपना अपना कर रहे हैं तो अच्छा है मतलब everyone is doing their bit.
All right. By everyone has goals of buying something when they become big, right? Could be anything. What is
Yeah.
that one thing that you wish to buy when you get big in the scene? That one thing.
See, if I have shit ton of money
Yeah.
and I'm like super duper rich, super duper, I would love to gift my father a car or something.
Oh wow.
That's somehow I just कुछ जो मैं घर वालों को दे सकूं.
Dude, I
Like
was
my
not
father,
expecting
my
this
mother.
type of answer. I was
Because
not expecting this
मेरा
type
वो
of
है
answer.
नहीं bro. हाँ मेरा और वो I don't have that lifestyle कि अब मैंने इतना सारा पैसा कमा लिया तो I'm just going to get shit like मैं jewelry ले लूँगा, I'll get chains
Exactly,
and I'll
exactly.
get like
That is what I was
You know?
expecting, but
Yeah.
you didn't.
yeah I would
You didn't
मैं
answer like
अभी
that.
भी if I had a lot of money अभी इस time पे भी I would still wear those shoes and I would still walk in the streets and
Yeah.
it's better for me to stay low key and get to meet like people that I really love and I don't want that pura limelight ki mere आस पास cameras ही cameras ho
Yeah.
and my whole life completely flips and I'm all day newspaper पे और ये सब चीजें
Yeah.
I just want to be with my people and I just hope that a day comes when I can like literally like gift my father a car or kuch na kuch big time.
Why, that is why I said you are a gem of a person. You are gem
Yeah, man.
of a person, man.
You are too. Yeah, man. We all are. We all are.
Yeah, man. Now the quick ones by 10 choice type questions for you.
अच्छा ये वो क्या ये MCQ है क्या?
MCQ.
स्कूल में MCQ. अच्छा, this is the surprise that you were talking about.
Yeah, this is the surprise that I was talking about. All right.
Okay.
Right, I'm gonna start now. Okay.
Yeah.
Elan or Kashir?
Kashir.
You have got zero time. Okay. You have got zero time.
Okay, ठीक है. Okay, bro.
Live gigs
चलो,
or
ठीक.
confined in studio?
Live gigs.
Money or experience?
Experience.
Piece of paper or computer for writing?
A piece of paper.
All right. Chorus or verse?
Verse.
Hindi or English rap?
Hindi. Urdu.
Singles or features?
Singles, bro.
Mixtapes or albums?
Albums are. There's nothing like an album, bro. Seriously.
Producing or rapping?
Rapping, man. Rapping has always been a passion.
Gola Gang or any other hip hop podcast?
Like, is that even a fucking question? Gola Gang for life, man. Gola Gang for life. Seriously, bro. This is the next big thing, bro. I'm telling
Thank
you.
you
This
so
is the
much,
next
man.
fucking
Thank you
big
so
thing.
much.
Yeah, man. You deserve that shit, man.
Thank you,
Seriously.
man. Thank you. It's an honor that you said this, man.
Yeah, man.
Wait,
And
said
we
this.
have to make that happen. We
I
have to
will
make that
it
happen, bro.
Yes, man.
Yeah. We all have to.
That's about it for today's episode of the OG Talk. Feel free to give this video a like and do check out Amher's work. I will be putting his social media links in the description box below. Shout out to Amher, Says on the Beat, Azadi Records, and obviously Bobby. Bobby, if you're watching this, I want you on my show, man, no cap. After having an amazing conversation with Ahmer Bhai, I am pretty sure that the hip hop scene in Kashmir will get bigger in the coming years. Would be great if rappers could make at least one track entirely on Kashmir, be it the beauty of Kashmir or the brutality. Do tag me if you make one, and I will surely give it a listen. Until then, thank you so much for listening to The Koala Gang. This is your boy, your host Pranav aka Dapperos, signing off. Hasta la vista, baby.
Çakanı smırıt Kustimane çasın Çıkayı kaşır ha Canım ya cennet